Hi, I'm John. Welcome back to Hand Driven. On today's episode, we're going to stick this piece of junk into that piece of junk, and then we're going to do burnouts. It's about 1:30. Gets dark in about 4:30 here because I live in a valley. That gives us about 6.9 hours or less to do this. So,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
yeah, we better get to work. Dirt don't stand a chance against me. JK, I have 3 dogs. There's dirt everywhere. I'm not okay. I'm gonna go see my therapist. Quick little break from the time lapse. This is pretty much set in place. So I had to push this in here by hand. It's not fun. My head is pounding. But I've got to get this in here because the guy wants to bank shift some gears. So yeah, throw it back on the time lapse and plop her down on in there. You ready? Everybody step back.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
Let's go! And it's still turning like this. One thing that this car and the guys that went to the moon don't have in common is this actually landed down. Yes! Oh yeah, boys. She's in. Still so much more work to do. Yeah, huge step. Hell yeah. I wanted to get this done before the sun went down. I didn't even start till like 2 because I'm a procrastinator with an A and 2 S's. But yeah, she's in. Remove that piece of junk and then try to button up a few things before it gets dark. Next day, and it started raining because it always rains whenever I have to do stuff outside because Mother Nature doesn't like me. So I'm gonna get to work. Okay, I'm back. Got my trusty adjuster, impact, some other tools, nut, bolt. So I did to my ex-girlfriend. Hear them birds? I like birds. One of my favorite things about living out here where I live, birds are sick. That's all bolted in. That's pretty good. Stoked on it. But I gotta climb back under there, put the crossmember bolts in. But it's nice. So I think a guy's gonna go send some RC cars into outer space, take a little break.
Yo, less ego and more soul. Trying to make it clear like a sore throat. They too concerned about my wardrobe, but they going broke. We've been praying for it, only Lord knows. Just got an invoice, had about 4 O's. Pick the locks when the doors close. This is my house.
Remote or transmission's in, so I'm gonna button a few things up. Go from there.
Watch your jawbone. Back then they used to call her jawbone. We was little freaks watching porno, going crazy with the hormones. Now we paying car notes, lighting up like charcoals. Lost a couple homies, but I meet them at the crossroads. ISO on
the voltage regulator in here. This thing was covered in that crappy undercoating they do. Let's see with the wire wheel and some clear. Kind of like that cleared over old used look. I don't know, just cool to me.
School, rock the polo with the cargos. Take a trip to Dad, Grandma Ursi had the car for. I need like 6 rings like the Bulls in Chicago. Yeah, cause we be out here 3-peating, pumping fan, they heart, you can hear it beating. Schooling all them and we still teaching. Wanna talk biz, we can set the meeting.
It's about 30 degrees today, so they all come out work. So I come out too. Gosh darn, Mother Nature done blew it off their cover. Had to wrap old girl up. So I'm over here just looking and I'm like, what are those? How the frig? How the frig is there snowballs in here? So it tastes. Too much snow.
I think I like it.
So yeah, it's cold, and now that I'm all covered in snow and freezing my fangles off, I'm gonna jack this thing up, and then I'm gonna get the shuts all hooked up back in there and junk and.
Light us up, yeah, we still chiefin'. You be lucky if you still breathing. Always think before you start speaking. With yourself, you be still beefing.
I don't know why, it just looks so funny to me. Everything just drooping down there, it's just like, we got her up on block. I feel safe enough to lay under it, on it, around it, in it.
What you talking about, Will?
Just like your mom.
Always think before you start speaking. With yourself, you be still beefing. Cause they ain't real, they just real misleading. Trying to read me, but you misreading. Yeah, we in the bunker, rolling up some skunk up. Laying down tracks, you can hear the hunger. Every day is numbered and we ain't getting younger. So I apply pressure like a damn plunger. They ain't for the culture, they all vultures.
So some your boy dies because he's 42 inches tall, ya heard? Alright, yeah, bet. A little something I do since I'm short is I'll take the wheels off of cars, and obviously not everything can do it, but then I'll just set it on a block on the rotor, and then now you can kind of see how low it is, and I don't have to struggle to get so high now. On the ones that go by the water jackets, I put a little thread sealer on them. Oakley.
Oakley dokley.
It's next day. Stuff says 30 minutes, but I like to push the limits a little bit. Alright, let me get the rest of this junk out. This is my good old friend Cory, aka Logan, if you had the opportunity to know Logan. But these are his old paint stands, and I somehow ended up with some of his old stuff from when he had his shop CNC Customs back in the day, and he was a huge reason why I do a lot of this car stuff. It wasn't him, but his sister did this when he passed away. Trying to keep the memory alive. Miss you, Cory. Your stuff's still getting used, bud. Hope you're kind of proud of the stuff I've been doing. So I went and ran my fuel line, just a temporary one. I got to get a fuel pressure gauge up a bit, but I just want to get it running today. Run out of daylight, and it's gonna rain and snow for the next week. Headers are will be dry in a few minutes. Start this thing, and yeah, I was like, gas. I ran to get gas, and I accidentally ended up at the skate park. Now I'm home, and it's dark and super quiet. So I'll put some gas in this and piss off my neighbors really bad, because I really want to start this thing. I'm gonna put a battery in and some gas in it and see if it lights off real quick. Anyone else just get a little nervous first time you're about to hook the battery back up after doing a bunch of work? Swear I'm a good mechanic. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, let's go see what happens when we hit our key. We got lights. Sweet. Make sure we're in neutral. Just gonna bump the starter. Oh! I know what's wrong. It ain't got no gas in it. We're just gonna do a quick little once over. Make sure things like our throttle aren't sticking, junk like that. It's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night right now. I don't know why I'm whispering, because this thing's about to be super loud open headers. Really quiet where I live. Moment of truth. Did I break it? Somebody's locked up. What the f? It's locked up. So yeah, I was pulling plugs just to kind of see if, hey, maybe something will tell me why she ain't spinning over. And when I pulled that plug out, she squirted more than my ex-girl. I'm willing to bet that's why. The plug is soaked. I bet it'll turn over now, though. Oh, oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. No, I had a tarp on it, garbage can lid, and an air cleaner. It's still filled up with water. She's a squirter. So here's the deal. Somehow or another, got water in the motor. And it was locked up. Yeah, it's like 11:30 at night. As you can tell, it's super quiet. That's why I'm whispering, because yeah, I live in a valley, and like you could fart and the neighbor would hear it. So
These are spirit fingers.
try to light this off. Wish me luck. P.S. Thanks, Ringo, for this bottle. This bottle's helped me get so many cars running. Perfect. Alright, sorry neighbor. Oh my god, this thing was locked up like an hour ago. Oh, cool. Yeah.
I'll never let go. I promise.
Cool. It's a little warmer today, still kind of cold, but I want to drive this thing. So I'm gonna button up the exhaust today. We're gonna jack this thing up, slip on down under like fat, and put an exhaust on this thing. Oh yeah, I'm 300 time lapse. Goodbye.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin yang.
Alright, so I got the H-pipe in. We're gonna move to the back and jack this up, put some blocks under it, and go look and see what kind of mufflers or exhaust we got for this thing.
Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. It's the wrong tree, I got the strings, yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained, now they walking up. Trying to put the face to the name. I pull up and I and I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him.
Start it up to see how it sounds. Here I come.
Man, it's lit, yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot of, but we really with the lame. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin yang yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. It's the
So I got changed all the fluids, oil, trans. I didn't do the rear end because who cares? I don't have brakes yet. Transmission's all hooked back up. Drive shaft's in. Buttoned up the exhaust. I got new bolts. Let's see what we get. going to take this thing for work today. So the first thing I got to do is change out these brake hoses. In order to do that, first things first is I got to break this hose loose. Right on. Now that we got our new brake hoses on, let's shift our focus over to here. We have to flare that for our new tube nut. So I had to bust out the trusty flaring toolkit. Thankfully, I had these laying around on the shelf. So I'm gonna get to flaring this line here, so that way we get some brakes on this junk and go do burnout. Alright, so let's get this up to here now. Apple bean sweet potato, this side's done. Let's go do the other side now so that we can go for it. Oh, I think she's telling us she doesn't want to go anymore. Hell yeah. Alright, it's raining. I gotta put my air cleaner back on and go work on Lieutenant Dan. So, okay, bye. Right on, guys. Well, that's it for this episode. I think I did a burnout. I got a lot of stuff to button up. I think I'm gonna have to repair the lower radiator support, and I gotta put a cooling system in it. And then we're gonna slam this thing on the ground. I got some Cobras for it. We're gonna put a Holly on it. We can run better, way better, and make it so to do a real burnout. So cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys that tune in. I'm gonna go work on Lieutenant Dan because I'm tired of getting rained on, and I gotta get this thing covered up.
Had about 4 O's, pick the lock when the doors close. This is my